Azul. I was out of ideas and none of you gave me something to talk about, so I decided to just read Reddit stories that I saved because I'm a Redditor, and sometimes I stumble around Algeria Reddit stories, and the subreddit is very interesting sometimes when they are talking about subjects concerning our society. I was going to talk about this one when I was in Algeria, but now that I left Algeria, I don't know if I really want to talk about it. But this subject is concerning every woman everywhere on the earth. Why are periods such a taboo in our society? I'm a 25 female. I've been married for 3 months now. Naturally, my third period just came around. My husband isn't disgusted by it or anything, but whenever I leave my hygiene period products out on my vanity in our room, in our own house, he gets all annoyed and weirded out about it. He forbids me from touching his prayer mat when I'm on my period. I get it if it was the Quran, but the prayer mat especially, first couple of days tend to be bad for me. I almost miss work on them on the monthly. My workplace has no problem with that. I do get cut off regarding payments of that special day, though, but nothing else. He got mad at me for skipping, saying that I'm wasting money when the pain probably isn't that bad. He gets mad when I refuse to cook on those days, or when I slack off a bit on the chores. I do those all by myself. He even gets mad when he sees me crying in pain, or when I take meds, painkillers for my cramps. Since he thinks that I'll affect my fertility, when I went back to the women I know on this matter, they just told me to bear with it. He's just a man. After all, he probably won't get it. But the thing is, he isn't some uneducated, old-minded person. He's an intelligent, well-educated young man. He's on his deen. He's respectful and open to many things. Other than those things, he's a good husband and person. I'd say, plus, this is a normal matter we should all be educated on. Back when I was single, I wasn't allowed to talk about it around my father or brother, or any male-female members for that matter. I wasn't supposed to let them know I'm on my period. I wasn't supposed to let them know myself, get emotional or cry from pain, since this isn't my first period. I've had it for years. I should be used to it by now. Ben non. That was expected of me, but to be honest, I'm not, and I don't think I will. And compared to other women, I know my period isn't even that bad. Girl, you don't know. I know some that will go to the ER and take shots for it. I teach high schoolers science, and whenever period or something related comes up, or when one of the female students gets their period, stain themselves, ask to leave due to the pain, all the girls tend to be quietly shy, and the boys start making some disgusting jokes. They either start teasing their female classmates or start saying some inappropriate stuff. I brought this behavior up with other teachers from my field, and those said that they're just boys. Of course, they act that way. But I'm not the one to tolerate boys will be boys mindset, and this seemed just like it. Plus, most of these students are above 16, 17. They are pretty mature, emotionally speaking. I just wish there was a class for this, sex ed maybe, I don't know. Or parents would teach their kids this is normal human anatomy, and we as society stop making such a cliche subjects, I guess. There are so many points I want to point out. The first thing is that your man is telling you that the pain is not that bad. Like, dude, you are a dude. One thing is that the pain, you can't scale the pain. The same pain affected on two people, different genders, different everything you want, is not felt the same from person to another. You can't tell a woman about the period pain when you never had your period. I have period. My pain is my pain. When my best friend is telling me that she's dying and she's in the ER, I will not tell her that the pain is not that bad. No, because every woman has a different period. And the thing here is the audacity to tell her that she has to go through the chores of the house during her period, and he gets annoyed when she's crying of pain. I am in a relationship. If I see him crying for whatever reason at all, even though he's watching a show or something, I will burst into tears too, because I'm compassionate about this person. When he sees me upset, he goes like, "What's going on? Can I help you?" That's the only purpose of living together, no? No? I don't know. She said that he's a nice person, everything like that. Period gets in, he's weird. He needs to get over this. You will get your period like a million times before it's done. He needs to accept it. Like, you need to accept his crusty. You need to be in a relationship, get married to a woman. You need to accept the woman. She's a woman. She gets her period. Wow. Get your shit together, man, and go over it. Anyway, this is so painful to read, because telling her that painkillers will her infertility. Boom, a child. You need to go to the doctor and get him to go with you to explain to him the basis. The fact that she's talking about high schoolers is so real. I remember everything about that. Anyway, it was so annoying. Like, men talking about period. I personally, when I go to the store, I always grab my pads on my hands and go there and on the register to pay and go with them. They are like, "Oh, where's the black, the black thing? Yeah, journal, wow, newspaper, to like what? If anyone saw that pad, oh my gosh." Let's see a few comments here to see what readers are talking about. The first comment: "Let me tell you something. My wife has her periods and she does skip work. Don't help in cleaning or cook anything, and guess what? I clean when she can't, and I either order food or try to make something in the kitchen. Can mainly make pasta. It's called support, something your husband needs to realize and understand, and your life will be bad. Wait until you get to the pregnancy. 8 months of hell for you, and he doesn't get his shit together and support you when he can. It's not gonna be fun. It's not the period that's taboo here, but your husband mentally, sorry to say, also the is waste of money. If he wants to be that way and get mad at you for not making food and get mad at him for not bringing enough money, that makes you need to work." Like, yeah, I'm doing the chores, you get the money. Like, you always love to say, like, the place of a woman is the kitchen. Yeah, where is my money, babe? I don't know what's educated and open and respectful about your husband. Oh my gosh. Honestly, it sounds like you married a caveman. I would say the same thing, but I am trying to be like more like, let's hear them out. Like, it feels like he's trying to control her when he's saying like, "You're wasting money, it's not that bad," and women telling her like, the pain is normal. It's not normal. It's just society telling you that it's normal. Girl, it's not normal. It's not normal. Women's health is not important. It's not a priority in this planet. It's not a priority, so they are just telling young women and little girls, it's normal to have pain. It's not normal to have pain. You need to know that. It means that you have something wrong with your uterus. Why would he be annoyed at you for crying from pain? Yeah, it's weird. Like, he should at least console you or help you out. Of course. If he treats you like this when you are on your period, it seems like he wouldn't even be emotionally mature enough to treat you well during pregnancy. Yeah. Divorce, babe. Divorce. No, you can't tell people to divorce because you don't really know their relationship. and she told us that she's married for 3 months now. 3 months is like nothing, and during 3 months, if he does not go over this yet, like, dude, grow up. The next story is am I the asshole for telling my friend it's not my problem she married a useless man? I'm 22, female, a single mother of 2 kids. I am a single mother by choice. My kids are donor conceived. Oh, okay. I'm lucky enough to have a good job, French teacher in private school, and a paid off house, parents' life insurance and inheritance. Before I had either of my kids, I made sure to have a year living expenses saved. Then I would take a sabbatical to recover from birth, as well as bond with my kids. While on sabbatical, I still tutor some kids for some extra income. Nice. My friend, 34, female, just had a baby 2 months ago. She is breadwinner in her household, and her husband has been unemployed since he was laid off during COVID. It was great to be pregnant at the same time, as well as having a friend with a newborn, but it has turned sour. She has been saying how jealous she is of me being able to take off a whole year from work, how she would have loved to not worry about losing their home, how she doesn't even have a couple $100 in her saving accounts, let alone a whole year's worth of living expenses, blah blah blah. I usually ignore it or brush it off because I kind of can understand the stress she is under. Starting about 10 days ago, she started hinting at not being able to afford daycare, and any mention of her husband taking care of their kids is brushed off. Then she started remarking on how much free time I have, which I deflected by saying that being a single mom to baby and a small kid let me no free time actually. Of course, being a mom is a full-time job. Then last night she came out with it and asked if I could do her favor and watch her kid while she's at work. I was firm but polite when I said that I couldn't, that I am not capable of watching 2 kids under 6 months. Of course, it's very difficult. She started almost begging me, saying she can't afford daycare, and if she's not back at work, she will lose her job and they will end up homeless. I again brought up her husband, and she said that he was not good with kids and he isn't capable of taking care of her kid. Her kid. Taking care of her kid. It's their kid. I kept saying no. She kept pushing until it escalated to her calling me heartless and me telling her that it's not my problem she chose to have a kid with a useless man. Now she blocked me. I'm feeling very guilty about what I've said and feeling like an ass. If you are having a kid, you need to plan the money and the partner around parenting as a couple if you decided to have it as a couple. First woman had 2 freaking children. In this economy, she did plan the money for the 2 kids and she's taking care of the newborn. So this other woman with a man, they are 2 grown-up people having a baby, 1 freaking baby. He does not work. He's a stay-at-home, useless man, not even dad, because he's not dadding. The people here were like, we're no assholes here. The point is her pressing you. Like, yeah. For me, the asshole is the dad. Like, he is useless. Being useless in a relationship. Like, why are you in a relationship to begin with? Stop being there. Expressed it slightly a harsh way, but you're not wrong. Like, it's not a harsh way. He's a useless man. Her husband hasn't worked for several years. They had a baby together, and yet he can't actually do anything useful to help care for the baby. I'm not going to say anything else about this. Even the comments are saying the same thing, like, her baby. No, It's their baby, and he's staying at home. He can take care of the baby. Anyway, this is so ridiculous. Like, forcing your friend to take care of because you can't afford daycare. Anyway, I enjoyed doing this video. I hope next time I will do it with someone else, maybe. Take care of yourselves. Peace.